Hello and welcome to another video. My name is Boxiest, and today we're going to continue the What If series. What if events had gone differently? And in this What If, we're going to change the history of Cobra Kai. What if Jack Brewer was in Cobra Kai? So in this What If, the characters from Kicking It will be canon to the Miyagi-verse, and they will exist in the same universe. This What If will take place in 2011. So in this timeline, Jack Brewer would move to the Valley, and he would continue living his life. Those events would carry on. One night Jack would be at the convenience store, and Johnny would also be there in this timeline. Some older kids would see Jack, and they would want to mess with him. One of the older kids would try to punch Jack, but Jack would block the attack, and he would say that they shouldn't have done that. So Jack would start defending himself, and he would fight back, and he would easily take down the older kids. Johnny would see this, and he would be impressed. Johnny would ask him who he was, and where he learned to fight like that. Jack would introduce himself, and he would say that he learned everything from his grandfather. Those events would carry on. Johnny wouldn't be able to stop thinking about Jack, and he would remind him of how he used to be back when he was in Cobra Kai. So this would want to make Johnny get back into karate. So Johnny would want to reopen Cobra Kai, and he would want to get some funding. So Johnny would go talk to Sid. Sid would be surprised to see him, and he would be amused. Johnny would tell Sid about his idea, and Sid would laugh. But this would give Sid a chance to buy Johnny out of his life and never see him again. So Sid would give Johnny the money to open Cobra Kai, and those events would carry on. So Johnny would reopen Cobra Kai in this timeline, and he would want to get some students. So Johnny would want to go find Jack and invite him to join. And in this timeline, Jack would want to get back into karate, so he would accept. So Jack would join Cobra Kai in this timeline. Johnny would want to teach Jack the way of the fist, but Jack would say that he followed the Wasabi code. Johnny would be confused, and he would ask what that was. So Jack would explain how his grandfather trained Bobby Wasabi, and he would start to tell him the origin about the Wasabi code. Well, this is when Johnny would yell quiet, and he would tell Jack that the only code he needs to live by is to strike first, strike hard, and show no mercy. So Jack would start training with Johnny, and he would quickly start to master offense. Johnny would want to sign up for the All Valley, but he would find out that Cobra Kai was banned. So Johnny would go to the board meeting, and he would want to make an appeal. So Johnny would go to the board meeting, and he would be surprised to see Daniel there. Daniel would be surprised to see Johnny. Since Daniel didn't have anything against Johnny, they would decide to unban Cobra Kai. So Cobra Kai would be allowed to compete. Those events would carry on. Jack would start training for the All Valley. Jack and Johnny would start to form a bond, and this would remind Johnny of Robbie, and he would realize that he wasn't a good father. So Johnny would want to go talk to Robbie. Robbie would be happy to see Johnny, and Johnny and Robbie would spend a lot more time together. Eventually, Johnny would convince Robbie to join Cobra Kai from a young age, and the night of the All Valley, Jack and even Robbie would compete, and they would start winning their matches. Jack would start winning his matches, and he would advance to the finals. Jack would use what he learned from his grandfather and from Johnny, and he would be the All Valley champion. So Cobra Kai would win, and many students would want to join. And much like in the original timeline, Carice would still come back. And that is where I'm going to end part 1. Thank you guys for watching. What do you guys think would have happened if Jack Brewer joined Cobra Kai? Let me know in the comments below. YouTube lets me know that the majority of you are not subscribed, so if you guys could subscribe, that would be much appreciated. Thank you guys for watching. Make sure to like this video, subscribe, and turn on post notifications. And I'll see you guys next time.